And if you are a Scorpio, we ain't about to go there, are we? We know why people like Scorpios. Y'all know why y'all like Scorpios. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to first start off by just expressing my complete and utter gratitude to everyone who has been liking the videos, engaging with the videos, and most importantly, subscribing. I am truly blown away. I set out on this mission kind of by chance. I've mentioned before that I do have another YouTube channel, and it's a completely different niche. However, I was inspired to do this for my own personal reasons. Number one, I enjoy tarot, but I find that it's it's entertaining, it's interesting. Sometimes things resonate, sometimes they don't. For the most part, the tarot card readers that I follow, they actually are pretty good. So usually the messages do resonate with me. But because I feel I have this gift as well, I wanted to share that. Kind of come out of my shell a little bit, because I do have a faceless YouTube channel, my other channel. And so it's not really about my personality. And I wanted to kind of engage with people. I do not have another social media platform that I use. I don't find them to be useful. I think they're pretty toxic, if I'm being completely honest. And I've kind of outgrown them. I've had my days of, the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. And I've just kind of outgrown that. I'd rather engage in something that I find a little more spiritual. And so anyway, I just want to take this moment to just really, truly express my gratitude to you all. I am so grateful. So grateful. Pardon me, y'all. I want to get some moisturize my hands, because it's getting cold outside and they get dry. One of the benefits, and I don't know if I should call it a benefit, but it's one of the luxuries of being a melanated woman. Got to lotion my hands. Okay, so I want to address something really, really quickly. I'm not going to stay on it long because it's not in alignment with my mood and energy, and but I want to address why I have the comments turned off. I had them on initially. I was asking you all to engage, leave comments, but I started to notice that there was an element, okay, and there were sentiments that did not resonate with me on a video that I posted, and they were in relation to a child, okay, a minor. And I just want to say that, I do welcome opinions that are not that of my own. We can't grow if we just stay in this echo chamber of people who share our same thoughts and opinions. And I'm definitely not, I'm not that insecure, okay, where I need everyone to agree with me. However, there is something to be said for being humane. And I really would rather not invite that element into my space. This is a space of love. This is a space of inclusivity. And when I say inclusivity, there's so many things I want to say right now, but I'm going to kind of censor myself just because you have to on YouTube. But just understand, we all have our values, our thoughts, our beliefs, and I have very strong beliefs, okay? I am a Taurus, and we can be opinionated. I have very strong beliefs about things. However, I don't police other people's lives. It's not my place to tell someone how to live and how to be, and that's just not what I'm into. I would rather operate in love. What I have found is the more that I have adopted and adapted that mindset, it is so freeing. And I promise you, if I do nothing else today, let me inspire you to really, really, truly tap into what love is. It doesn't mean that you agree. Okay? It means that you agree to disagree. It means that you're able to tolerate differences. you know, handle conflict a whole lot differently. I do anyway, because I can be hot tempered. Ooh, yes, I can. I got a mouth. You know, I'm a bull. Don't poke the bear, because you know I can go there. I don't want to though. I choose not to. This is an evolution. This is maturity, and I don't want any energy around me that is counter to that, to my growth, my expansion. I'm just really not interested in that. And so while I do, you know, I am very appreciative of all the love and the support and the engagement and the subscriptions. And, you know, I'm welcoming even more of that in, for sure. I'm open and receptive to that. I asked the universe to deliver, and the universe has exceeded my expectations as far as the amount of time it has taken to amass, you know, such a strong following this quickly. You know, I didn't have a number in mind, but let's just put it this way, I'm grateful. And with that gratitude, there's still an understanding that it is important for me to keep this space sacred. You know, YouTube is a cesspool just like all the other social media platforms. However, when it comes to my little corner of YouTube, I'm not really interested in a bunch of mess. I'm just not. Like, I understand there are different ages of people here and different personalities, and that's all well and fine. Love you all, welcome you all. But let's keep the vibrations high. Let's keep the energy in alignment with love, okay? If you don't have something good to say about a child, I don't really know what you're operating in, but I would implore you to dig a little deeper and figure out what's going on. Anyway, I want to get back to what I'm here for today. So today I want to do a reading. Again, I told you I'm going to try to switch it up, keep it different and interesting, because I get bored quickly. So let me just go into like something I've never done before. And what I want to do today is pretty much just focus on the energy of the person on your mind, the person you're dealing with, their favorite and least favorite things about you. Should be interesting. So I have two piles here. I'm not going to do the crystals thing, and I just want you all to just kind of resonate with the energy. This is going to be group 1, and this is going to be group 2. So you choose, you know, sit and think for a minute, see what comes to you, what energetically you feel compelled to choose, and that is your group. So group 1 is here, and group 2 is to my right. And then we're going to get started. So their favorite and least favorite things about you. If they were to be talking to someone, and they could be brutally honest, what do they love about you? We'll start with what they love about you. Okay. So we have that you're from a colder region. It's possible that you could be, this is what I find, you know, I'm from a region that experiences all 4 seasons, you know. This person could be from a warmer climate. They could even be from another country. They could be from somewhere that's tropical. And I find, this is just my opinion, I actually saw the comedian Corey Holcomb mention this in an interview. I don't remember who was interviewing him, but anyway, he was saying that there's a difference in people who grow up in, you know, the climates that experience all 4 seasons, as opposed to those who grow up in the, you know, regions of the world where it's like warm the majority of the time. And he found that, you know, people who were from regions that experience the cold winters and so forth and so on have a more balanced approach to life. I'm paraphrasing, this is not verbatim, but pretty much he felt like they were more well-rounded. So I think this person would say that you're a well-rounded person. Okay, we have slim build. So they like your body. They're attracted to you. They could be a person who likes smaller people, smaller built people, slim thick maybe. If you're a masculine, they could like guys more on the slender side. You know, you could be tall and slim. You could be short and slim. It doesn't matter. They like your body. They like the way that your body is built. Okay, we have bilingual. I said some of you could be from a different country or culture or something with the colder region. So they like that you speak multiple languages. They like that you're intelligent. You know, they're impressed by the fact that you are multifaceted and maybe keep people on their toes a little bit. They don't know what to expect. You could be a person who you speak a language that no one would expect you to speak. you know, based on biases, you know, but it may be something like that. And then we have May, December. So you could be a Gemini or a Taurus, you could be a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. And so the traits that, you know, those signs encompass could be traits that you exhibit that they are in love with, or there could be an age difference between the two of you all. So you could be either more mature than them, or you could be this person's junior, and maybe you are even still, if you are their junior, you're mature for your age. So they could say that they like that you are mature, that even though there's an age difference, that you two still are able to connect and bond and relate to one another. There are still commonalities despite the differences. Okay, something flipped. What was it? Okay, I just said slim thick. So we have slim thick. So yeah, some of you are curvaceous, although you may be slim. You may be on the smaller side, but you have curves where it matters to this person. So they like your physique. They like your body. Okay, we have material girl or guy. So you could be someone who you like the finer things in life. They appreciate your style. They appreciate your attention to detail when it comes to your clothing, the way you put yourself together. They think you're well put together. They think that you have it going on. When it comes to the way that you present yourself to the world, you can have a really unique style, unique hairstyles. Just the way that you show up in the room is attention. It grabs people's attention. And they, you know, you could be a person who likes labels and, you know, designer clothing and shoes and, you know what I mean? Like you're just someone who you stand out. Okay, we have wears a uniform. Okay, you know, sometimes people, especially women, say they love a man in uniform. So some of you could be a man in uniform. Whatever it is that you do for a living, you could represent some type of authority for this person. You're an authority figure. And they like that. They like that, you know, there is a certain level of respect that people have for you just simply based on the fact that you wear this uniform. You're official. They feel like you're official. Like whatever you do for a living, it garners a lot of attention or garners a lot of respect. You could be, you know, someone in law enforcement, in the military, something like that. You do something where you wear a uniform and they like the way you look in your uniform. You could be a nurse. You could wear scrubs. You know, okay, let's see here. We have Libra, September, October. So you could be a Libra, you could be a Virgo, or you could be a Scorpio. And, you know, all of those signs have different traits, positive traits, right? You know, if you're a Libra, they could love that you're balanced. They could love that you're fair, equitable. If you're a Virgo, they could love that. I mean, you know, we have material girl guy here, but maybe when it comes to the way that you handle your finances, like you're really on it. You're really good at like balancing the books and keeping things in perspective, although you may like the finer things in life. And if you are a Scorpio, we ain't about to go there, are we? Well, you know why people like Scorpios. Y'all know why y'all like Scorpios. The sensuality. I'll just put it like that. Even though sensuality is more of a Taurus thing, which is why Scorpio is our opposite sign. But you know, there's sensuality, sexuality, there's, you know, physical attractive. They're like they like your body, they like your build. And then we have attentive. I just said attention to detail. So you could be a Libra, like someone who just really, you pour into them. They feel like you breathe life into them. Like you care about the little things. They feel like you are a person who you don't take anything for granted. They feel like you have a good heart, and that you are appreciative of someone putting in effort. Like if they go out and do something nice for you, you don't just like expect it and take it for granted. You truly appreciate it. Like you're truly grateful and appreciative of this person's efforts and this person's what am I trying to say here? Their efforts. I mean, that suffices. They feel like you are a person with a heart of gratitude, like me today. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple more and then we're gonna go into what they may not like so much about you. Okay. Let's see what else we can do here. Okay, wait. All right, so we have sarcastic. So they feel like you are sarcastic. I mean, look, it's so funny because we have this balance, right? This Libra energy. And I mean, you know, I have some Libras in my life, and I find that Libras, one of my cousins actually says that Libras are imbalanced, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it all depends on the Libra that you're dealing with, but I do think that there is a healthy balance of sarcasm and, goodness, sweetness with Libras. I definitely can see that. My mother is a Libra. I've mentioned that before, and she's always like, it's about balancing the scales with her. She doesn't like when things are imbalanced, and so there could be a level of sarcasm that comes with, if you are a Libra, that comes with that, because of the fact that you're just responding to someone who maybe did something to you, and you're responding in kind. And then we have differences. So there are some differences. Like I said, could be an age difference. This person loves your differences. They love that despite your differences, you still have commonalities, that you are still compatible. It still works. There's still an attraction. And there's still this level of peace between you all, understanding between you all. And it could be because you are attentive. You know how to deal with this person despite the age difference or despite the differences, and they appreciate that about you. And we have athletic, and with this, slim build, slim thick, that's not surprising to me. You could be a person who, you could be an athlete, or you could just have an athletic body, or you're a person who takes really, really good care of your body. You work out a lot. They just appreciate the time and effort that you put into your body, your physique. And then we have big D energy. And, that goes for men and women. Obviously, women don't have Ds, but when it comes to a woman, I say this is the ultimate sensuality, which with Libra, that makes sense. If this is a Scorpio, that makes sense. But again, this attraction that they have to you is like really, really, it's major. That this person is truly, truly attracted to you. If this is a masculine, I mean, it speaks for itself. Y'all read it and see what it says. Keeping my channel PG. And then we have second impression. Okay, so second impression is essentially, you meet someone and maybe initially there's not an attraction. Initially things don't go well. But the second time around, you discover that, hey, I do have an interest or an attraction in this person. So it could be that even if they were attracted to you initially, it could be that, every time they see you, it feels like the first time. I feel like you just kind of keep this person on their toes. That is a true attraction with this person. It's like they can't get enough of you. Let's see what else it is they like about you. So we have sunglasses: watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, or focusing out. And I told you that you are attentive. Get attentive here. Here it is. Okay, so this is like, I feel like your attention to detail is just kind of so impressive to this person. They like that you care enough to pay attention to the details, to do the small things. When they tell you that they like something, you actually go out and you get it, you buy it, whatever the case. There's something about your attention to detail and your attentiveness that they like. And then we have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So they feel like you have a good heart. They feel like you have a healing heart. It could be that when you meet this person, when you met this person, they were healing. They found that you helped them in the healing process or with their healing process. They feel like you have you're like an empath. You're someone who you take on other people's pain, maybe. You are sympathetic, you're empathetic, and you care. You care about those around you, the people that mean something to you. And then we have I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun flirting, want to date. And so, yeah, I think, again, this is a person with a lot of attraction to you. But they feel like there's reciprocity. They feel that everything that they feel for you, you feel for them. Remember, we had differences, but even with the differences, there are all these commonalities. So this person is thinking, it doesn't matter that we're different. It doesn't matter that this person and I, maybe some things we don't even see eye to eye on, but we have this mutual respect. We like one another. I've heard someone say before, in a relationship, you can love somebody, but if you don't like them, what's the point? And I think, love is a beautiful thing, but liking your partner does go a long way. I can attest to that. Okay, let's see. Get maybe one more. Oh, wait, actually two more already here. So we have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Again, you are attentive. You're the type that you call this person. You see how their day is going. You care. And they may not be used to that. They may be used to being the ones who extend, all the energy, and they're always the ones who, seem to be looking out for other people, and no one has ever done that for them. I feel like you're a breath of fresh air for this person. You're a welcome change for this person. This person appreciates you just as well as you appreciate them. So they feel like, you're very expressive, you're affectionate, you let them know that you're thinking about them, that you love them, and that feels good to them. And then we have self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. They feel like you're a person who has done a lot of work on yourself. You may have been through a lot. They may be aware of some of your challenges, some of the things that you've overcome, how you've been triumphant, how you are resilient, okay? How you are like a no-nonsense person. This is definitely giving me Libra, especially Libra woman energy. And there's a feminine on the card here. You know how to care for yourself. You know how to protect yourself. You are fully aware, even when you're wrong, you're aware of it. You're the type that will come and apologize if you wrong someone, because you have this healing heart, right? And then it looks like you operate in love. So they love that about you. They love that you care not only about others, but you care about yourself. And self-respect is an attractive trait. It's okay to be selfless and care for other people. I really don't like the word selfless because it implies you don't have a self, but it's okay to not be self-indulgent. This card is self-indulgence, but not self-indulgent in a negative way. This is more of this person saying, you know how to set aside time for yourself, how to prioritize yourself, how to treat yourself, how to love yourself. Date yourself. You could be a person who likes to take yourself out on dates. They love that about you. They love the relationship that you have with yourself, because that's the relationship that sets the tone for all the rest of your relationships. Okay. Now let's get some things that they may not like so much about you. Some of the things they feel like you could work on. Some of the things they feel like you could change. We have trustworthy. Okay, so maybe there is an element, and this could be this person's stuff. It may not even be about you if they have come out of recently come out of a toxic relationship. They could feel like, with that healing heart energy that we had before, they could feel like you maybe do some things that remind them of the person that they were with before. And it kind of gives them pause. It causes them to kind of like, they're like taken aback by it. You could be secretive. Libras, if you are a Libra, are known to be secretive. So you could be secretive. You could be a person who, they don't like that you have a passcode or password on your phone or something like that. This person could just be distrustful, like I said, because of past energy. Because I do feel like a lot of love between the two of you all. And they feel like you're attentive and all of that, but there's something that you do that kind of gives them pause. I mean, that would be different for everyone, but that's what's coming through. There's some level of distrust. And like I said, that could be a projection. Okay, then we have return of an ex. Exactly. This could be that their ex's energy is still in their energy field, where they're kind of projecting this onto you. You could have an ex. You could have an ex that you are still close to. They don't like it. They don't like that you still maintain this friendship, that you still maintain contact with this person. You could have children with that person, and because you have to maintain that relationship for obvious reasons, they may have a hard time accepting that. There may be some boundaries that they feel like you've crossed or that person crosses. They could have expressed it to you. Whether they did or didn't is coming through that the return of an ex is a problem or something that they're concerned about. You may speak highly of this ex. You may just have been, even when it ended, on good terms with this person. Sometimes the relationship doesn't last, but we still stay friends with people. We have hard to get. You could have been a person that was a challenge for them. It could be that you were with this ex when you met this person and they had all this attraction to you and they weren't able to get you. Remember, we did have second impression. Maybe they were trying to push up on you, get your attention, but you were already preoccupied. You were already engaged, engaging with someone else. And so they felt like you were a challenge, right? That could be a good thing. But in this case, this is what they, don't like. So this is a person who feels like you were, you maybe put them through it. You made it a little hard to get your number or to talk to you or date you. It was a little difficult. Then we have professional. So you could be a person who, even if you are a Libra, you may have some imbalance in your work home life dynamic. You could be a person who prioritizes work over your relationship. They could feel like you're preoccupied. This takes up a lot of your time. They could feel like you get lost in work. You work a lot. You work overtime. You could have you could be in a profession that requires you to like be on call and they never really know when you're going to be pulled away from them. It's something about your job. And then we have distance. And so, that could be emotional distance. I don't feel that because I think you all have a good emotional connection, but there could just be literal distance between the two of you all. So they feel like you're far away. It could be this work thing, that it feels like it pulls you away from them. And they don't like that. It's like they want to be close to you. And they don't like that. They don't like that you're sometimes away from them. It's like they want to be close to you all the time. Could be some codependent energy. Could be that you are codependent and you don't give them enough space. We have romantic. And I believe with a Libra, they are romantic. You could be a water sign, some of you. They feel like you could be overly emotional sometimes. You may romanticize or idealize the relationship. We had a lot of attention to detail before. You could be a person who kind of overdoes it sometimes, and maybe this is why they want this distance. So it could be the other way around. They could feel like they are romantic and you're not. But I do feel like, again, you all have a really good chemistry and connection, but there's still something here. And then we have drives a truck. So you could be a truck driver. You could be a truck driver. And maybe this is why you have this distance. You're an over-the-road truck driver. They feel like you are just always away from them. When you're together, it's good, but it's like you spend a lot of time away from them. We have eccentric. So we had differences before. Eccentricity is about being different. And I think that you all, despite your differences, again, you have a lot of commonalities, but there could be something about you. Like I said, one of you could be like really, really romantic and the other one may be more of a cerebral person where that's not the way that you necessarily connect or bond. And you could have been doing it for this relationship, but maybe it's kind of uncomfortable. Maybe you take them out of their comfort zone. You take them out of their comfort zone and it could be a good thing and a bad thing. It's like that sometimes. We have influential. And with professional and influential here, I feel like this is tied to whatever you do for a living. You could be a boss. You have a high demand on you at your workplace and it pulls you away from them. Or it's the other way around. They could feel like you don't respect that they are influential and their job takes them away from you. You could maybe be complaining about not getting as much from them as you want to get. Maybe that's what this hard to get is about as well. Like it's hard to get you to be around as much as I want. So this energy could actually be the other way around. These are the things that they don't like. So however it affects them, whether it's their feelings or the fact that they feel this way because these are your feelings. Got one more. We have green eyes. So you could be jealous. You could be jealous. And like I said, it could be related to this work, this ex. Somebody here is jealous, either you or them. There's some jealousy issue. It could be that they don't like that you make them feel jealous because of this ex. Or you make them feel jealous because of their previous relationship and the issues that they have related to that toxicity. Okay, now let's see. What is it that they don't like? Their least favorite things about you. What is this person's least favorite things about you? Okay. We have separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning and unsure of future. I told you there is something about distance here. One of you is a little more needy than the other. There is a some kind of imbalance. And it's so funny because we had that Libra energy, and I said that my cousin says that Libras are imbalanced. There's an imbalance. One of you, although you both have strong attraction, love, and all of that, emotions for each other, one of you is codependent. One of you, and this is what they dislike about you, so it could be you, that you are always sad when they're away, you know, and it kind of creates this instability in a relationship. We have heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. Again, getting together. Excuse me. Allergies, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, so it's like they feel like, I don't know if you all have ever heard a saying like this, but it's like where you have this need to be fulfilled by someone else, right? This person is the one who has the key to your heart, but it's like your heart is still there even when the key is not, right? You should be self-sustaining. And then we had that self-indulgent energy. So funny, because going back to that, it could be that they feel like you think that about them, that they are really, really good at being alone and enjoying themselves. You're gonna have to flip these roles the way that you need to, and put yourself where you need to be, because this energy, like I said, it could be this is the person's feelings about you, or this is the way that, you know, you behave. You behave or they behave. It's either one of you doing this. But this is coming from their perspective. So they could be saying, hey, I don't like when, you know, this person does this. And then they could also be saying, she doesn't like, or he doesn't like when I do this. So, you know, figure out where you belong in the equation. You'll know. But I feel like this person could feel like you are maybe a little needy. Like you depend on love, codependency. You depend on love to kind of make you feel whole. We have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. There, yes, it's like these are beautiful energies, right? But there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance. It could be where one of you, like I said before, is more of a thinker, and the other is more about emotions. Could be dealing with air, and we had Libra, and we had I said Scorpio. So you could be an air and water combination, which, you know, that can be tricky. So I feel like there's something about you two that you had these differences. There are differences, although you still get along, you still love one another because of the attraction. It's like you both want it. But look at this, unconditionally loving, falling in love. It's like somebody is really emotional. And then we have hand of cards, take a chance, a risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. See, not showing hand, that's more of the cerebral person. That's the air sign. That's possibly the Virgo, if you are a Virgo. It's like somebody here is more strategic. They're more focused on the fundamentals of life. You know, I got to go and hustle. I got to go and make this money. I got to get in this truck and go drive cross country and drop this load off, or whatever it is. And it's like, I love you, but I need you to just understand I love you. I don't want to have to show you and keep reassuring you that I love you. So it's like the thing that they love about you is also the thing that they dislike. They like your attentiveness and your affection. But you could be, look, affection is here. Your affection, but you could be overdoing it. You could be like really demanding. Really, really demanding. Okay, so we have palm tree. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Flexibility, they feel like you're inflexible. They feel like you are in need of constant validation. Constant validation from them. They have to always make you feel secure and stable. And that is not comfortable for this person. This person, they want to have time apart from you and it be okay. Or like I said, it's the other way around. They may be the needy one and they feel like you're not giving them the security and stability. You have to figure out how it resonates with you. It's going to be different for everyone. There could be cross watchers here, so it's going to be different for everyone, but you definitely are dealing with someone, or you are someone who feels like the other person is too needy. So it's like I said, the thing that they love about you is also the thing that they kind of find irritating. So you all are going to have to work on your communication and figure out how to best resolve this. But those are the answers that came through for you. So I feel like you're dealing with someone. You're dealing with someone who they're in this. They want to stay in this. They just want a little more understanding. Either way it goes, whether it's that they want you to understand their needs more, or they want you to, or they want to understand your needs more. It's something about you all needing to have a conversation about your expectations, your boundaries, what are your limits, because this person may not even be expressing this to you because you give them so much love. You give them so much, joy and happiness and, all that good stuff. And it's like this person doesn't want to ruin it because it feels good to them. It's new to them. It's different. But, it is what it is. Y'all will figure it out because there's a lot of love. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I can't wait till I can turn my comments back on. I'm just going to wait this whole process out and then we'll be able to engage more. But I thank you so much again, everyone who has been subscribing and supporting me and enjoying the content, whether it's the shorts or the readings or just my commentary, whatever it is that you were drawn to and that resonated with you, that made you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you. Turn on all post notifications though, so that you never miss a video. We're gonna keep on growing, expanding. I love y'all. Peace. Hello, group 2. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like the video and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video. I'm sure you all have probably looked at the introduction to the video. If not, just to recap, I'm going to just be getting some messages from the person on your mind, the person you're in relation to. And y'all don't mind my fingernail. I didn't peel my polish off. I'm gonna fix it. But this is about the person who's on your mind, the person you're in a connection with. Whether you're in contact with this person or not doesn't matter. This is about the person's likes and dislikes. What they like the most about you and what they dislike the most about you. Okay, so their favorite and least favorite aspects of who you are. We're going to start with the positives. Their most favorite aspects of you, your personality, the relationship, the connection. What is it that they appreciate the most? This person's favorite things about you. These are a few of my favorite things. Okay, let's start here. Well known. So you are someone who has influence. You could be a famous person, a celebrity. You could be social media famous. You have a big following. You are a person who is influential. You're a trendsetter. You are well connected. You could get them into spaces that they normally wouldn't be able to get into. You may know a lot of famous people or well-known people. You could be a person who was born into a legacy of well-known people. You could just be well-known in your city or your state. There's something about you that you know a lot of people. You know a lot of people. And you probably get a lot of attention and respect. And we have adventurous daredevil. So I wonder, are you a fire sign? Am I talking to fire signs? Am I talking to air signs? I would even say water signs. They can be adventurous as well. My element, Earth, we are more reserved, laid back, chill, but this could be water, fire, or air. Okay, so you could be any of those signs. They feel like you're willing to take chances, and with you being well known, that makes sense. This is probably why you are well known. They feel like there's nothing that you won't do within reason. you have fun. They have fun with you. So they appreciate their time with you. Their favorite thing about you is that there's never a dull moment with you. We have survivors. So you've been through some stuff. Some of you could be literal survivors, cancer survivors. You survived some, tragedy, or you just had like a rough upbringing. This could be why you're well known as well. Maybe that's tied to your survivor story. But there is a resilience. There's a perseverance in you, and they appreciate that you are very strong-willed. So some of you could even be earth signs. Then we have hard to read poker face. So they feel like you have a good poker face. They feel like you are a person who you are determined. You know how to get what you want. You know how to get what you want. I mean, this could be a little manipulative, but they feel like that manipulation is not malicious, but you could definitely know how to finagle things and get what you want out of people. You have some type of way about you that you kind of disarm people. You disarm people and they don't maybe know how to take you. They don't know how to take you. So we have strong, silent type. You are a survivor, so being strong makes sense. I said you were resilient, and silent type goes with this poker face. So again, you have like a mystery to you. There's a mystery, even though you're well known. People know of you. They may even know you, but do they really know you? It's kind of one of those things. It's like people will recognize you. They recognize your name. You could drive a car. They recognize you, right? And people will say, oh, that's such and such. But when it comes to actually being in the know, you don't put everybody in your business. They could feel like you're a good person to tell secrets to. You keep secrets. You honor your word to people. You value your relationships where people can confide in you. They feel like they can confide in you. They trust you. You got their back. Okay, we have no nonsense. Strong silent type. So they feel like you don't take mess off of people. You don't take mess off of people. You are who you are unapologetically. You don't mince your words. You go after what you want. You believe you deserve it. You just are unapologetic, and they like that. They like that you don't take people's crap, probably even theirs. We have music, creative. I said some of you could be famous. I'm picking that up for sure. So you definitely could be in the music industry in any capacity behind the scenes, or you could be an artist. You could be a writer, producer, however it goes. Even someone who does music videos. There's something that you do that has you kind of like out there. Again, which is why I say a lot of people know of you, but do they really know you? I mean, we could all say we know Beyonce, right? But do we know her? So this is what I pick up. You're like a popular person because of whatever it is that you do. And I think your survivor story is connected to this. You could have written a book, something like that. There's something here. We have well traveled, and that definitely it aligns with this. This seems like a famous person. It seems like someone who is at least a local celebrity. If you're not an international celebrity, you are a local celebrity. You can make music on your local music scene. People know you. We have Capricorn, December or January. So you could be a Capricorn, you could be a Sagittarius or an Aquarius. I said fire, so you definitely could be a Sagittarius. I feel like even with Capricorn, when I just look at all these signs, Capricorns are very goal-oriented, hard workers. So are Sagittarius. And then you have the fire with the Sagittarius, and with Aquarius, they are air signs. Like I said, it could be an air sign as well. You could be an air sign as well. I feel like they could find that you are really, really Jack or Jill of all trades. It's kind of like you're one of those people who you can do anything, especially with you being adventurous and a daredevil. It's like you'll try things and you're really good at stuff. That's what I feel like. I feel like you are a hard worker. You're well traveled, you're well known. So whatever it is that you do in music or this creative work that you do, you're really good at it. And so people respect it. People, like I said, you could actually just be a Capricorn, obviously, but I do feel like there's something about your work ethic or something that they like. And then we have new love. So it can be that you introduce them to some new level of love. or this could just be a new connection. So right now it just still feels fresh, and you all haven't really gone through the 4 seasons yet, and so it's still kind of like that honeymoon stage right now, and they haven't yet seen the aspects of you that they will dislike. So we'll see what comes out in the second part of this. But yeah, that's what I just feel like it's new, or it feels new. Even if it's not new, it feels new. All right, y'all, let's take a look and see. What do they like, their favorite things? What is this person's favorite things? Uh-oh. Oh, they think a lot about you. We have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, or restraint. So restraint, we have you're the strong and silent type. They feel, again, that you're really a strong-willed person. They feel like you have a level of discipline. Even though you could be in this industry where you could get a lot of attention, you're well known, you have a lot of eyes on you. You could be a person who, this obsession that you have is with your work. It's not so much about the perks that come with your work. You really enjoy what you do, but you have a lot of restraint. Like, you're not a person who would get easily sucked into addiction. If it's possible to have healthy addictions, you have healthy addictions. You are a person who knows how to be like laser focused on a goal and go after it and not be distracted by outside noise. And then we have paradise. We have happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Remember, you are the fun part. You're adventurous. You're a daredevil. They like having fun with you. It's like heaven on earth for them. They have a lot of happiness with you because you have this playfulness. You enjoy each other's company. They enjoy your company. They enjoy talking to you on the telephone, being with you, going out on dates, being around you, doing absolutely nothing. It still could be like paradise for this person. They enjoy you. Then we have the chaser. Okay, so the chaser in a codependent relationship or fear of abandonment. And I feel like that chaser energy is more about your goals, your dreams. Again, this person feels like you are very goal oriented. You are a go-getter. You're just a person who, the reason why you're well-traveled and well-known is because you don't have any reservations about going after whatever you want. You're adventurous, right? They like that about you. No nonsense. It's like you don't take no for an answer. It's like if somebody tell you no, you go harder for whatever it is that you want, and they appreciate that. Then we have the Phoenix. So it's new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. You could be a person who we had that you had like that you are a survivor, right? Well, what does the Phoenix? What does the Phoenix do? The Phoenix rises from the ashes. It's like they see you that way. They see you as the phoenix rising from the ashes. You are the one who overcame. You're the one from your neighborhood who makes it. You're the one in your family who changes the dynamic, right? We have this transformation, growth, changed mind. You're the one who comes, you could be like the black sheep of your family because you're the one who does everything polar opposite of what everyone else does in your family. You are the one who was created to break the mold. You broke the mold. It's like when God created you, he said, I'm going to change the dynamic in this family. And that's what this is. You are like this person's inspiration. They look up to you. Then we have not today. This is not dealing, hurt, awaiting a conversation, call, or person, or boundaries, and still angry. I think this is boundaries. Again, we had here that you have a lot of restraint. No nonsense, right? No nonsense. You don't take people's crap. It's like, not today, Satan. You got boundaries. You know how to block out what you need to block out. You know how to cut off who you need to cut off. And you don't mince your words. You don't apologize for it. And they like that. They can admire that because maybe they don't have that way about them. So they kind of live vicariously through you. But yeah, you're a strong, resilient person. You are. Pick up a lot of fire from you. Heavy on the Leo and Sagittarius, I swear. I pick it up. But obviously it could be Aries as well. All right. So let's see what else we get here. We're going to move on to their least favorite things about you. So what is it about you that they maybe don't like? We have friend zone. Friend zone. Interesting. Okay, so I said you have these boundaries. I feel like you're not easily distracted, but you could be a person, you have a lot of friends, and maybe they take up a lot of your time. Your friendships are important to you, you value them, and so it could be where this person feels like that takes you away from them. Sometimes you could have a friend of the opposite gender, or someone who you could have been romantically linked to before, or they fear you could be romantically interested in, or vice versa, that they don't want around you. There's something about your friends. For some of you, you could have had them in the friend zone at a certain point, and they had to work their way out of it, and they can have a little resentment about that. We have freckles or dimples. I don't so much feel like they would dislike your freckles or dimples. What I feel is it could be a situation where you get a lot of attention. People like freckles and dimples, so you could be a person who gets a lot of attentions because of these physical attributes, and maybe they don't so much like that, or you could have a friend in your life that they don't like who has freckles and dimples. Something about somebody here with freckles or dimples, or both. Okay, what is it their least favorite things about you? We have outgoing. So, this person was outgoing. It could be that they find that you're not. Like I said, I feel like this person is a person who's kind of like taking you out of your comfort zone. Maybe that's even what the friend zone is about, your comfort zone. Like, this is a person who feels like you need to apply yourself a little bit more. Maybe you could be a little lazy, a little lackluster. You're not as driven as them, and they kind of want you to, up the ante a little bit. They want you to meet them where they are, come up to their level, like get on my level, And then we have generous. They could feel like you are a person who gives too much. They're no nonsense. They could feel like you are like a pushover. They could feel like you are a person who you give away too much of yourself, too much of your time, too much of your resources. You have too much patience with people. They don't. It's like, hey, nip that in the bud. And with you, it's kind of like you're more graceful with people than this person is. And they feel like your generosity, although it could be a good thing, might be being used against you, and you're not strong enough to like push back against that. We have runner. Now, y'all, we had the chaser. We had the chaser and the things that they like. I feel like this is a runner chaser dynamic with some of you. I feel like this person is the more dominant. That's definitely the masculine energy I was feeling with the as the person who's giving these messages. The masculine is the one who's saying what they like and dislike, and they could feel like you are the runner. You're a person who runs away from your problems. You're a person who you don't deal in reality. You're not as cut and dry as they are. You are more of a passive personality. Okay, passive personality. We have locks and braids, and these are physical attributes, obviously. So again, I don't think that this person dislikes your hair. I feel like you're a person who, with you having this energy where it doesn't feel like you're as strong as they are, they might feel like you don't know how to fight off the temptation. You don't know how to friend zone people. You don't know how to friend zone people because you get all this attention because maybe your hair is a talking point. It grabs attention, your freckles, your dimples. When you walk in a room, people see you, they notice you, and they approach you, they want to talk to you, and they feel like you give up too much energy to other people. Okay. And you don't set the boundaries that they set because they have boundaries. It looks like you may not. We have slow progress. And I just want to say, flip this energy if you need to, because it could be this is the way you feel about this person, and they could be on the opposite side of it. Just take, flip it how you need to flip it. We have slow progress. Again, they don't feel like you're outgoing. They feel like you're a person who is kind of like letting life pass you by. They really see you as kind of lazy. And it doesn't make them less attracted to you, but I just feel like they want you to come out of your shell. Yeah, they feel like you're in a shell. And slow progress makes me think of a turtle. Shell makes me think of a turtle, right? Slow, just slow. And then we have perfectionist. I feel like that's more them than you. I feel like you're a little more understanding than this person. They're the perfectionist, and maybe again they feel like these attributes that they feel like they have, being outgoing and being a perfectionist, they want you to be that way too. They feel like you're not applying yourself, and they see something so valuable and intriguing, so much potential in you, and they feel like you're not living up to that, and you need to like fine tune some things in order to get on their level. Like I said, this is like a get on my level. It could be a little bit of narcissism with this person, just a little bit. Not full on narcissist, but this person could have like narcissistic traits, or this is the way they feel about you. Like I said, the roles could be reversed and flipped. We have big spender. We have generous, right? Again, I feel like you could be a person who just gives away too much. You go out to the restaurant, when it's time for you to tip, you go overboard. You feel like you owe people stuff. You feel like you owe people stuff, and they don't like that. Look at this, y'all. Low maintenance. Yeah, it's like they feel like you're not living up to your potential. They want you to be like this grandiose personality, like grandstand, and they want you to be a little toxic, a little narcissistic, like they are. And I don't think that they are narcissistic in a way where it's like a deal breaker. I just think this person is really confident. I'm telling you, I get big Sagittarius energy from this reading. Oh my goodness, this reminds me of so many Sagittarius men, especially that I know. We have protective. Again, I do feel like they are protective over you, but they feel like you don't protect yourself. They feel like you don't protect yourself. And wait until I get to this next card, because I already see it flipped over. They feel like you don't protect yourself enough. You don't have enough boundaries. They want you to have better boundaries. Friend zone people. Stop talking to these people in public. Like, tell people, leave me alone. Like, that's what they want you to be, more like them. And then we have mama's boy, daddy's girl. You could be a parent. You could have a son. You could have a daughter. And you could be a woman who has a son, or a man who has a daughter. And you could be a person who kind of is like a pushover. You're even a pushover as a parent, maybe in this person's eyes. Or you could be a mama's boy or a daddy's girl, where you've been so sheltered, protected, that you never had to protect yourself. There's something here. Something is here about you not having enough boundaries. That is just it. You don't have good enough boundaries. I'm so relating to this. I've dated people and I felt like more the narcissistic personality. Like, if you don't tell them, get out your face. Because I ain't about to play with people. So I understand this type of energy, and this is just what I feel. And it can be a bit narcissistic. I mean, we got to be able to admit that everybody is narcissistic. I wish we would stop as a society thinking that there are a group of people who are narcissists and everybody else is not. No, everyone has narcissistic traits. Not full on narcissist where, I'm talking about a clinical diagnosis. No, I mean narcissistic traits, because we all have self-interest, if we're being honest, and we all have biases, period. So we have divine masculine. I feel like this person is the divine masculine, right? There's a little bit of karmic energy in here as well. Some more toxic energy, but I do feel like this person, their goal in protecting you, their goal in wanting you to, perfect some things and come out of this runner energy and stop giving away so much, is because they are the divine masculine. Like, they see themselves as your protector. They just want you to maybe tap into whatever masculine energy you need to tap into, so that you make sure when they're not around that you can protect yourself. They could worry about you. They could feel like you're not equipped to handle, the pressures of life. This person has a rough upbringing. They come from like they have a tough background, a rough background history, and they could feel like you can't handle the type of stuff that they've been through. They just want you to be a little more like them. Let's see what else. Least favorite things about you. We have engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. I feel like this person does see a future with you. They want to marry you. They see you as a potential for a husband or a wife, but they want you to work through these things before they come into this union with you. It's like, before I can take things to the next level with you, I'm trying to operate as the divine masculine. Can you tap into your divine femininity? So we can have this commitment, this partnership that goes to the next level. I want forever with you, right? Some of them could feel like you put pressure on them, maybe to propose, maybe to take things to the next level. You could be a person who you give a lot of ultimatums. I don't feel like you're like a really overbearing person, but you could still have your needs, your wants, where you don't want to be a girlfriend, you don't want to be a boyfriend, you want to take things to the next level, and this person can have a little resistance to that. So that could be for some of you as well. What else? What is it that the okay, we have something here. We have the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So you know, it could be that they find that you are too lighthearted. They feel like you're a little naive. You're not adaptable. They feel like they can't take you in certain environments and you would know how to blend in. They could feel like you're like one-dimensional. Okay? And you just don't have a really strong personality as compared to this person. They kind of, again, they want you to get on their level. There's something about your personality. There's a clash here. Then we have twin flames, yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. And that's so funny because it is like a yin yang energy. It's so crazy. It's like there is a duality, right? Because one of you is like really strong and the other one is like really mild mannered and, you know, soft spoken and tolerable, where the other person is no nonsense. I feel like there is something in this person that you need to learn, and there's something in you that they need to learn to balance each other out, to come into this balance and really have that dichotomy that needs to be that healthy dichotomy, that healthy duality, the yin and the yang. I feel like this person could feel there's a level, not resentment so much, but resistance. Resistance is the word. There's a resistance to it. They know that they're not completely right. They know that they're taking things a little too far. They know that their divine masculinity has a little bit of toxicity in it, but they feel like they're stubborn. Could be Aquarius, could be Taurus you're dealing with, could be Leo, could be Scorpio, or you could be, if that's you, if this is your energy. But yeah, it's like, in order for us to get this balance, I know that I need to work on some things too, but it's a lot of projections, a lot of projecting onto the other person. All right, so then we have the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, and the other woman. We have friend zone. So again, some of you could have like a third party situation, not third party in a romantic way, but third party as far as there being something that's interfering with your connection on either of your parts. They could have a third party, you could have a third party. There's something here about competition. And like I said, for some of you, it's because you get a lot of attention and this person feels like you put them in competition with other people by not setting these healthy boundaries with people. And so there are other women or other men who get your time, get the time of day from you, and they don't like that. We have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, or hesitation. That's the hesitation. No boundaries. You just do not have a strong personality as compared to this person. I'm not saying you're not strong. I'm not saying they're not strong, because it could be the other way around. But one of you is just a more strong-willed, no nonsense, in your face personality than the other. And you know, you could be compatible in every way except that. This is why you're together. Obviously you are compatible, but there's something here with the difference in the way that you handle things and the way they handle things, the boundaries they set versus the boundaries that you set. And this person could feel like, hey, I'm in this industry, I do this thing that all eyes are on me, and I can push people to the side, I can turn people away, and you know, people don't even approach me because they know about you, or they know I'm not interested. And I want you to be that way too. And there's something to be said for that, because obviously you don't want your partner uncomfortable. And if they express to you that, hey, you know, I don't like that, you have to take that into consideration. You do, if you want your relationship to work, because there may be some things that you need to work on. For sure, if you don't have healthy boundaries with people, if people are crossing the line with you all the time, you have to take a look at yourself and see what it is that you need to do to fine tune and set better boundaries. Okay, so those are the messages that came through. Thank you so much for tuning in, group 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please like the video, turn on all your notifications, all the post notifications, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm sending all my love to everyone. Again, thank you all so much for subscribing, engaging, supporting the channel. I am forever indebted. Okay, I owe a debt of gratitude to every single one of you. I appreciate you all so much. Stick around. We're going to keep on growing, keep expanding, keep loving. I don't know how much you heard about why the comments are turned off, but I just want to keep this as a safe space for everyone, a space full of love. I don't want anyone to feel isolated, alienated, disrespected, mistreated. That ain't my thing. I ain't with it. I'm a mama. Okay, I'm a black woman, I'm a mama, and there is just a nature inside of me, a nurturer inside of me that won't stand for bullying or any inappropriate treatment of anyone else. That's also a Taurus thing. We don't play that. Like, I believe in what's right, doing what's right, and what's right is for us to mature spiritually. This is not even about maturity in age or otherwise. This is about spiritual maturity. And when you reach a certain level, certain things are just not acceptable to you anymore. I'm very protective of my energy and my space. I'm very sweet, but it can get real dark real quick. So I try to keep myself kind of leveled and in alignment. I'm focused on my goals right now, and I can't have anybody like distracting me or taking me off course. And so for that reason, that purpose, I have the comments turned off right now because I don't want a bunch of riffraff and foolishness. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you choose to stick around. If you are a person who you just have to engage in foolery, maybe this is not necessarily the space for you, and that's okay. We are all, going to end up where we're supposed to be. I appreciate you for the time that you are here if you don't feel like this is the space for you. But if you are about love and operating in high vibrational energy, keeping your frequency through the roof, okay? I'm talking fifth dimensional. If that's what you're on, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for joining me, and we're going to keep on riding this thing out. Peace, y'all.